petrol prices continue to skyrocket so much, in fact, nowadays, here at the mansion, we can barely afford to fill up our actual skyrocket.
Tragic irony.
It's awful, but it has piqued the interest of a number of our mansion loyalists. For example, a letter here from Kath McCullum of Tweed Heads.
Hello, Kath.
She writes, "Dear the mansion, why do petrol prices fluctuate so much?"
That is a good question, Michael. Sounds like a job for the News Lab.
Go into the news lab, Charlie and Michael. Go into the news lab, Charlie and Michael. Go into the news lab. News lab. Yeah.
Petrol prices are driven by supply and demand. When demand is low, the price drops. When it is high, the price rises. Take this high-tech petrol bowser from the mansion's service station. If it's midnight on a Tuesday night, you might see this. But if it's a long weekend, you'll see this. The oil company calls this process...
Got a letter here, Chuck. Yeah, but why is petrol more expensive now than it was in the past? Michael Schumacher, Stuttgart.
Because of this, Michael. Political instability in oil-rich countries forces the price up. Of course, the fuel companies call this process...
Another letter here, Chuck. So, if we leave Iraq, will the price go down? Dick Cheney, Washington. P.S. I just shot my buddy.
Well done, Dick. I wish it was that simple, but it's not. You see, because of skyrocketing demand in countries like China and India, well, the price goes up again. Oil companies like to say to this.
Postman's been busy, Chuck. So, this one here, it says, so it's all the fault of the car drivers? Bro, eh? Helen Clark, Wellington. P.S. Choice, bro, eh?
Not choice, Helen. You see, high prices also attract speculators, people who buy up the fuel just to sell later at a profit, even though they don't need the fuel. And of course, these people say...
Got another one here. So, if I give up driving, I should be fine, right? Craig Lowndes, Bathurst.
No, Craig. Even if you give up driving, you still have to pay more for groceries and other things that have to be transported. We have a word for this. Shipping.
Another cheeky piece of paper in my hand here, Chuck. Still, it sounds like Brendan Nelson's 5-set fuel exercise would be fantastic. Beat. Brendan Nelson, Canberra.
Sure, Brendan, that sounds like a good idea, and it might work for, I don't know, like a week. But after that, we'd just be back where he started. But with $1 billion hole in the budget, because we're not getting taxed from fuel anymore. And this would make low long-term difference to the price.
Wow. It really seems our long-term reliance on oil has led to a massive socio-economic problems on a global scale from which it will be hard to extricate ourselves. Am I right? Posh Spice, Los Angeles.
As always, Posh, you've hit the nail on the head. You see, every time someone fills up their tank, we all suffer. And that is why this system, from the start, stank. Done. That's all from the News Lab.
News lab. Yeah.
Coming up on the mansion, Tasmanian Premier Paul Lennon resigns to spend more time with his moustache, and Eurovision ends in controversy as man shits out a horse.